welcome to Gaga Knits. My name's Anita and this is where I share not only my knitting but my sewing and other crafty things too. I hope you've had a nice week or two since we spoke last. Today is Sunday the 26th of May, so it's another bank holiday here in the UK, which is nice. I'm filming a little bit later in the day as I've had the family over and things, and Martin and I have just come back from a walk. So he's downstairs making the tea and I'm making use of his office space. So I'm really sorry about the mess, but it seems it's one of the lightest rooms, you know, the best light source anyway. And you may notice I'm wearing my poppy jumper from Susan Crawford. I still haven't blocked it, but I have put buttons on. I couldn't find any vintage nice buttons, so I don't know if you can see these. They're little piggies and I will keep a lookout for vintage buttons, but I'll leave these on for now. To be honest, I'll probably leave them on forever because now they're stitched on. And you had to do little crochet loops for the buttonholes. I wasn't sure about that. I thought it might look a bit untidy, but I used a 3mm hook and just did about 4 crochet stitches for each one, and I think it looks quite neat actually on the neckline. So instead of a buttonhole, having a little crochet loop. So I'm really pleased with it. It's a little bit warm to wear today, but I wanted to put it on to show you as I promised I would. I don't have a huge amount to share with you today. I have started my penny jumper by TinCanKnits. All the P's, this is the poppy jumper, and I have cast on the penny jumper. And I shall just get that for you now. And I'm using this really beautiful yarn from the knitting gift shop. It's double knit and it's 100% organic Falklands merino, and it's so soft. It doesn't have a colourway, but you can see really subtle colour changes, the lilac and the green and the beige. It's absolutely beautiful. It's beautiful to work with. Now the penny jumper is a bottom up jumper, so you knit from the bottom up. You actually start with the sleeves, so I'm doing the first sleeve, and then knit in the round, and you knit the body in the round. When you get to the yoke, you join it all together and then knit backwards and forwards. And I'm really enjoying it this time in this yarn. I did start making this a while ago, but I didn't like the purl stitches, how the fabric looked, how the colour looked. But this yarn is beautiful in the purl and on the knit side. I'm doing the size 40, which is the medium large. I'll try and get the loop bit out so you can see. It's got this really nice lace work all the way up the sleeve, and it's very easy to do. There are 3 charts, but this is just one of the charts to do this. Look at the pill. It's just beautiful. I'm really enjoying knitting with this yarn and just watching the colours subtly changing. So that's very enjoyable. I haven't done that much because I haven't really done a huge amount of crafting this last week or two. Sometimes you feel like doing it, sometimes you don't. And I have done a little bit of sewing. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have already seen Mrs. Mouse. So this is Mr. Mouse. It's a Corinne Lapierre kit, a sewing kit. It's a family of mice. And this is Mrs. Mouse. So they got married today and they very kindly put off their honeymoon so they could come and see you first. And I am making these. Well, this one was already made. I just made the one. So I've made Mrs. Mouse, and in true mouse style, babies will be coming along very shortly, I'm sure. And I am making them to join in with Helen from Mousie Makes Podcast. She's doing a make-along, and she's doing a mousealongmal, where you can make anything mouse related, whether it's sewing or knitting, crochet, anything like that. So that's my first installment, and like I say, there might be some babies to follow very soon. this week I wanted to also share a television programme with you. There's only 4 episodes and it's on Channel 4 and it's called Our Welsh Chapel Dream. So I don't know if you've heard of it. So it's Keith from the Great Pottery Throwdown and his wife Marge. They have bought an old derelict chapel in Pwllheli in North Wales, and they're doing it up, and it's ever so nice. Their relationship is lovely to see, and it was really very interesting. There's only 4 episodes and I'm hoping they'll do some more as well, but I just thought instead of a book recommendation this week, you might like to go along to Channel 4 and have a look at that. As it's on Channel 4, I should have thought it would be on in England as well as Wales, because we have a channel called S4C, which is sort of Channel 4, I think. But this was on Channel 4, so if you do watch it, let me know what you think. And lastly, as we are at the end of May now, I thought I would draw for my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. And I have put all the entries in here. What I did was I wrote everybody's names down on this list. So there's some here and then some on the other page. So I had 34 entries altogether, and what I've done is I've put a number next to each person's name, and I've just numbered all these bits of paper in here. So I'll draw one out, and whichever number it is, I shall look you up. And the winning number is number 32. There you go. And number 32 is Bet Barnett 9740. This is Bet or Betty Barnett. And congratulations, Betty. And if you could just leave me a message on here or pop over to Instagram and gaga.knits and send me a private message, and we shall sort out getting your prize to you. If you remember, it was a beautiful skein of yarn and a pattern from Bryn from when I was at Wonderwall this year. So congratulations, and we can sort that out as soon as you contact me. It's a bit short and sweet this week because I just wanted to pop on and make sure that I put a little episode up. Like I say, I haven't been working on a lot. Just finished this jumper, doing the buttons and starting on the penny and sewing a little mouse, but nothing much else. Been reading my book and doing some things around the house, and didn't have that much time for crafting. Before I go, I shall just put a couple of photos of Mr. and Mrs. Mouse, how they met, and a picture of their wedding day at the very end, and I will see you all again very soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.